Hello everyone, welcome to the Spooky Noodles Podcast. Today we'll be covering the story of SCP-999, also known as the Tickle Monster. This story was written by user ProfSnider on the Foundation's Wiki. I'm so excited for this episode. Over the course of the show, most of the content we've covered has been decently, if not incredibly disturbing. Luckily for all of us, today we get to take a break. You may have been able to guess this thanks to the entity's interesting moniker, but the Tickle Monster is quite tame compared to the other SCPs. But anyway, what exactly is the Tickle Monster? Item number SCP-999. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. SCP-999 is allowed to freely roam the facility should it desire to, but otherwise must stay in its pen either between 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for sleeping or during emergency lockdowns for its own safety. Subject is not allowed out of its pen at night or off facility grounds at any time. Pen is to be kept clean and food replaced twice daily. All personnel are allowed inside SCP-999's holding area, but only if they are not assigned to other tasks at the time or if they are on break. Subject is to be played with when bored and spoken to in a calm, non-threatening tone. Description: SCP-999 appears to be a large, amorphous, gelatinous mass of translucent orange slime weighing about 54 kilograms or 120 pounds with a consistency similar to that of peanut butter. Subject size and shape is easily malleable and can change shape at will, though when at rest, SCP-999 becomes a rounded, oblate dome roughly 2 meters wide and 1 meter in height. The surface of SCP-999 consists of a thin, transparent membrane similar to that of an animal cell, roughly 0.5 centimeters thick, and is highly elastic, allowing SCP-999 to flatten portions of its body up to 2 centimeters thin. The surface is also hydrophobic, although SCP-999 can willfully absorb liquids. See Addendum 999-A. The rest of 999's body is filled with a viscous orange substance of unknown chemical makeup, though it is capable of digesting organic materials with ease. Subject's temperament is best described as playful and dog-like. When approached, 999 will often react with overwhelming elation, slithering over to the nearest person and leaping upon them, hugging them with a pair of pseudopods while nuzzling the person's face with a third pseudopod, all the while emitting high-pitched gurgling and cooing noises. The surface of 999 emits a pleasing odor that differs with whomever it is interacting with. Recorded scents include chocolate, fresh laundry, bacon, roses, and Play-Doh. Simply touching SCP-999's surface causes an immediate mild euphoria, which intensifies the longer one is exposed to 999 and lasts longer after separation from the creature. Subject's favorite activity is tickle wrestling, often by completely enveloping a person from the neck down and tickling them until asked to stop, though it does not always immediately comply with this request. Though injuries may occur, SCP-99 has never been found to purposely attempt to harm others and will immediately back away and contract its body into a quivering mound while gurgling in a manner similar to a whimpering dog, seemingly apologizing for hurting someone on accident. While the creature will interact with anyone, it seems to have a special interest in those who are unhappy or hurt in any way. Persons suffering from crippling depression or PTSD, for example, have reported having a far more positive outlook on life after multiple interactions with 999. The possibility of manufacturing antidepressants from 999 slime is currently being discussed. In addition to its playful behavior, 999 seems to love all animals, especially humans, refusing to eat any meat and even risking its own life to save others, on one occasion leaping in front of a person to take a bullet fired at them. Subject's intellect is still up for debate, though its behavior is infantile. It seems to understand human speech and most modern technology, including guns. 999's diet consists entirely of candies and sweets, with M&Ms and Necco wafers being its favorites. Its eating methods are similar to those of an amoeba. Addendum SCP-999-A. Reminder to all staff. SCP-999 is not to consume caffeinated soft drinks of any kind. Last week, someone gave 999 a can of cola along with its usual breakfast. Not only was it literally bouncing off the walls for half an hour, the carbonation made 999 visibly queasy afterwards, and it refused to move or eat for the rest of the day. 999 has thankfully recovered since, but the staff member in question has been reprimanded. Dr. Addendum SCP-999-B. The following is a report from an experiment in which 682 is exposed to 999 in the hopes that it will curb the creature's omnicidal rage. SCP-999 is released into 682's containment area. 999 immediately slithers towards 682. 999 moves in front of 682, jumping up and down in a dog-like manner while calling out in high-pitched squealing noise. 682 immediately steps on 999, completely flattening 999. Observers were about to abort the experiment when 682 started talking again. 999 can be seen crawling up from between 682's toes, up along its side, and around its neck, where it clings on and begins gently nuzzling with its pseudopod. A wide grin slowly spreads across 682's face. 682 repeats the word happy for several minutes, laughing occasionally before escalating into non-stop laughter. As laughter continues, 682 rolls around on its back, slamming its tail upon the floor with dangerous force. 682 and 999 continue the tickle fight until 682 finally wears down and appears to fall asleep with what would appear to be a smile on its face. After 15 minutes with no activity, 2 D-Class personnel enter the room to retrieve 999. When 999 is removed, 682 immediately wakes up and unleashes an identifiable wave of energy from its body, all the while laughing maniacally. All persons within the wave's range collapsing into crippling fits of laughter, allowing SCP-682 to escape and slaughter all in its path. Meanwhile, 999 quickly rescues as many persons as it can, taking them to a safe place to recover from 682's laughter wave, while agents suppress and recontain 682. Despite the tragedy that 682 had brought upon the facility, 999 has not shown any fear towards the creature, and in fact has made gestures suggesting it wants to play with 682 again. 682, however, has stated that "fetulent little can and die." Memo from Dr. Well, the test was unsuccessful and ended in tragedy. That had to be the funniest thing I've ever seen. I never thought I'd see the day when I would regard SCP-682 as cute. Please send me a copy of the security tapes ASAP. This creature is such a nice change of pace for the SCP Foundation. There are plenty of safe-class creatures, but few, if not zero, could be considered infectiously pleasant. This SCP has become so beloved, and nowadays fan art of it is quite common. Funnily enough, it is popularly depicted with eyes, even though it doesn't actually have any. I guess it is hard to find a pile of orange slime lovable. Sometime after the story was written, the creator revealed a fun fact. Sweethearts are SCP-999's least favorite type of candy. If you enjoyed this analysis, please consider sticking around for more. Next Sunday, we will be covering the urban legend behind some uncanny people. Our sources are linked in the show notes. If you've got any suggestions or tips for future episodes, please contact us at our email spookynoodlespod@gmail.com or at our Twitter @spookynoodles. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. Make sure to keep your taste for horror alive by watching the next episode of Spooky Noodles on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or YouTube. Thank you for listening.